What is up, YouTube? It is Die Hard here, and today I want to focus on the applicants that are applying for FFW to be on the roster or the developmental roster. Um, Typically, the way it's going to happen, and I just want to outline this real quick. The way it's going to happen is if you fill out an application, if I know that there's some history with you, like I've seen what you can do, or I know what you're capable of in matches. You might get put right to the main roster instead of developmental. But if you're somebody that you're the first time I've ever worked with you, then unfortunately we're going to put you on developmental. It's not a bad thing, okay? The developmental show is a good thing. It gets you to work with everybody pretty much. So, yeah. But more or less, everybody's going to start out on developmental. Sorry about that. In a select few cases, some of you won't. Now, with that being said, I wanted to talk today, and this is really important. This is probably one of the most important things about the roster, and it's the overall of your wrestler. We all know that you can, and these are some little things for FFW for you to make your experience more pleasurable and more enjoyable. We're not a competitive show. It's simulation. It's all scripted. As most people know, simulated shows have predetermined winners, predetermined losers, things like that. Typically for developmental and for some pretty important matches, believe it or not, I usually flip a coin to decide the winner unless it makes sense for someone specific to win. But that's still the way and the method that it's going to happen. And for some of you guys that are applying, you may have never been in shows before, or you've only been in clans and they were just competitive. We are not competitive. We are very simulation-based. There's not really a competitive. I mean, I want you to feel like, hey, I should try to do my best, but in a friendly manner, not a competitive manner. Which brings me to my next point. The overall of your wrestler, his overall. Try to avoid making him 100 overall. If you have to, make a copy of if you use him for ranked matches or whatever, make a copy of him and drop some of his stats down. Personally, what I do, I drop stamina down. I drop, stamina, strength, everything. I drop a lot. The highest stat I think I have is on my super heavyweights, and that's only because I have the really high arm power. Or leg power for big boots, things like that, or grapple power, so it causes damage. But other than that, I usually set my stamina pretty low because you don't. I mean, I get it. People want to have jack stats. I get that, but we're not all on steroids, and we don't all need to have 100 overalls. So I'm just saying, just putting this out there. Hey, try to get your overall to 92 or lower. It makes it so that the matches flow a little bit better. If you notice in this match, James Anderson, the guy in the blue boots, and the guy on the outside, the other guy, he's an unnamed wrestler right now. But they both, James Anderson, I think, is a 92, and the other guy is 88 or 89. And I think that's a very nice, the 88, 89, maybe a 90 is a very nice sweet spot for an overall for your call for on the show. Somewhere in that area, just depending. Feed on his strengths, not just putting every stat as high as you can possibly get it, if that makes sense. I know some people want the highest stats possible, but that's not what the show is about. It's not about winning. It's about putting on an entertaining show. With that being said, go ahead and fill out your application if you're interested in being on the roster. And also, we will be releasing a developmental show, which I assure you guys are going to enjoy. You're going to want to watch the entire first developmental show because the whole thing is going to be cool. So, all right, guys, I'm Die Hard. I just wanted to put that out for you and let you guys know. So I'll catch you guys later. Remember, overalls don't need to be 100. See you later.